Hi everyone, my name's Sam. This short video series is going to help you improve your side lying series in the class, and if you do these exercises at home, it can help to improve your glute strength and the strength around the outside of your hips. Hope you enjoy.
So our first exercise is side lying up and down. Okay, so a few seconds just on your setup. So you can see Ben's shoulders are stacked and you need your hips to be stacked as well. Your bottom arm should be straight out in front. And then with your top hand, you're going to reach underneath the rib cage and you should feel a small mouse hole gap. Okay, keep your hand there. You're going to lift up your right leg and we're going to start moving. So our timer starts now. Okay, 60 seconds on each leg. So as your leg is moving up and down, you are monitoring that small mouse hole gap between your rib cage and the floor. This gap should not be changing at any point as your leg moves. That's going to work your right hip. Going to keep your spine still. So working your top hip, depending on what hip you are lying on. So working the muscles across the outside of that top hip, outside of the thigh. Keep that gap still. You should definitely start to feel this tension building up through these muscles. I'm sure Ben is feeling this one. So hopefully at home you're feeling this one building up through that right hip. Keep the spine still, keep the breathing steady. 15 seconds to go. And then we're going to move on to our second exercise, working the same leg as you are now. 8 seconds, Ben. Keep that tempo, keep the gap still. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very well done. So you're going to stand yourself up. You're going to be standing on the same leg as you just were working. Okay. So just going to hold for 10 seconds, standing on this leg. Now, if you can't stand up, you can place your left toe down behind you if you need support. But if not, bring that leg up. We're going to hold. Timer starts now, 60 seconds. Okay. So nice and tall through the spine. A slight tuck to engage that right bottom. Okay, now if you want your next step, your next challenge, you can just bend down, start to touch your knee first. It's a bit of a squat movement back up. Ben's just going to do a couple of those. So if this is challenging, stick to this version. Do one more bend of that one, and then we'll add in an extra layer. Okay, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can bend down, start to touch your ankles all the way down. That's going to obviously test your balance. So you can see Ben's knee starting to wobble. If at any point it's too difficult, go back a stage. 25 seconds. So you're working that right bum, right hip, right thighs, all these muscles around the right hip. Your last stage, you can reach out in front of your toe. So Ben, if you do that one, just reach all the way down, even try to get the palm. That's it, Ben, then stand up from there. That is challenging. 5 seconds before we go into your pigeon on the same leg. Lovely, Ben. Okay, finish there, well done. Okay, now we're gonna go into your pigeon just to stretch off this hip. So knees together. Okay, you're going to swing your feet off to the left. You're going to pick up the left leg and then try sit right back onto that right bottom. Okay, start the hands in. And you're going to slowly just walk the hands out. Our 60 seconds starts now. So you're getting the chest as low as you can, trying to feel that right bum, right hip stretch. Slowly start to walk your hands back in. Make sure you lift the chest first, extend the spine, and that is your movement. If you get any pain from your previous, a lot of tension was built up, just don't go as low with the chest, but obviously you want to try and get as much length as you can. So try and get the chest as low as you can if you are able to. That is halfway, so 30 seconds to go on this leg, and then we're repeating those 3 exercises on the left. 20 seconds. Feel free to add some pauses at the bottom. Just bend as long as you want in that stretch, but obviously you want to try and keep it nice and dynamic. 10 seconds, and then we've got those 3 exercises on the left. Okay, 4, 3, 2, and 1 to finish there. Okay, so we're going to start off with the side lying on the other leg. So obviously switching over, same setup cue, shoulders stacked, hips are stacked, right arm for Ben is straight to bottom arm, and then using your top hand to reach underneath. Okay, timer starts now, 60 seconds. It's the same cues as before. So as that leg lifts up, make sure the gap, that small mouse hole gap, doesn't get any bigger or any smaller. So the spine will want to imprint into your hand as you lift up. Your spine may want to lift away from your hand as the leg goes down, so keep the gap still. Should be feeling this through the top hip, those muscles across the outside of the top hip and thigh. So you can see slow tempo, so you should be feeling this at home through the top hip. 25 seconds to go before we move into that standing balance exercise. We'll be tempting to quicken up the pace as you fatigue, so just keep the tempo at home, keep it slow, feel those muscles starting to fatigue, working hard. 8 seconds into our standing balance up next. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, Ben. Just stand yourself up. Again, working the same leg as you just were. So first 10 seconds, timer starts now. It's a bit of time just on your setup. If you need that right foot down, you can do. But if not, bring that foot off. Okay, if you want to start to do the knee movement, so just bending down. So you can see Ben's just going to touch his knee first, back up. Just going to do one more of those repetitions. On his next one, your next challenge, hands come down towards the ankle. Again, working the left hip, left thigh and left bum. And slowly back up. If at any point it's too hard, go back to your previous stage. 25 seconds. If you want that last stage, you're going to reach out as far as you can, either fingertips or palms touching the floor as you can see. And then slowly back up. 10 seconds before your pigeon on the same leg. Here we go, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Very well done. So into your pigeon. Okay, so knees together, same thing, swing the feet off. So you're going to go to the right this time. You're going to pick up the right leg. That's it, Ben. So getting that left bum down. Okay, start the hands in. Timer starts now. You're going to walk the hands all the way out, get the chest low. You should feel that lovely deep stretch through your left hip and bum. Spend as long as you want in that pause. Just make sure you keep it nice and dynamic. Keep the spine moving. Breathing out as the hands walk away. A few deep breaths if you're pausing, and then breathing in. That's just going to help you really expand the chest, extend the spine. Just over halfway. And we have another 25 seconds. Really walk those hands as far out to get a stretch, maybe through the back as well. Long spine, left bum stretch. So your last 10 seconds, so one more, Ben. 5 seconds, 3, 2, and 1. And there we have it. Those 3 exercises just to help strengthen your hip and your bum. Thank you, Ben.